Okay, real talk. What if I told you that the little brown coin jingling in your car's cup holder might just be worth over $1.4 million? Yep, we're talking about the 1967 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. It looks like just another penny, right? Wrong. This little guy could buy you a Lamborghini, pay off your mortgage, and still leave enough for avocado toast for life. Stick around because today we're digging into why this penny is turning heads in the coin collecting world, and how you can figure out if you're sitting on a copper gold mine. Spoiler alert, I almost gave mine to a vending machine. True story. Alright, let's get into it. First, what's so special about the 1967 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny? I mean, we've all seen these before. They were struck in huge numbers, over 3 billion minted, actually. So why the heck would one be worth a life-changing amount of money? Here's where it gets interesting. Value in coins is all about the rare mix of condition, errors, and demand. The coin that sold for $1.4 million? Mint state condition, baby. It was graded MS67 plus red. That's coin talk for this thing has zero chill and looks brand new. If your penny looks like it took a trip through 5 laundry cycles and a toddler's mouth, it's probably not hitting $1 million, but hey, you never know. Now this is the juicy part. Some 1967 pennies are worth big bucks because of errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet errors. Basically, factory goofs that make the coin one of a kind. Think of it like a typo on a dollar bill, but instead of getting a refund, you get rich. The reason that particular penny hit the $1.4 million mark is simple. Collectors love rare perfection. The market's been heating up like your grandma's oven on Thanksgiving, and everyone's chasing those high-grade unicorns. Now listen, I've got a confession. Back in college, I found a 1967 penny in my change and tossed it in a jar labeled taco money. Fast forward to last year, I was researching coins for this channel, and I had a mini heart attack. I ran to that jar like I was in an Olympic sprint, dumped it all out, and guess what? I had 3 1967 pennies. None were the rare one, but hey, one was pretty shiny. Moral of the story? Check your change, people. Grab a magnifying glass or loupe. You're hunting for pristine surface and strong details. Look for errors, doubling on. In God we trust, liberty. Or Lincoln's face. Check for off-center strikes or wrong planchet types. If it looks good, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. It's like sending your coin to get a spa day plus resume. Or, just keep using it to prop up your wobbly table leg. Totally your call. So there you have it, folks. That dusty little penny in your drawer might just be your ticket to the Millionaire Club. All it takes is a sharp eye, a little luck, and maybe not spending every coin you get on vending machine skills like I used to. Now, if you learned something new today, or if you're currently flipping your couch cushions looking for change, do me a favor, smash that like button, drop a comment telling me the oldest coin you've ever found, and of course, subscribe to the channel for more tips on spotting coins that are secretly worth big money. We've got more episodes coming on coin flipping strategies. No, not for heads or tails, for flipping rare coins into serious cash. So don't miss out. 1968 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Okay, quick coin collecting 101. U.S. coins have mint marks that tell us where they were made. Denver has a little D, San Francisco a fancy S, and Philly usually, well, nothing. Except here's the kicker. In 1968, Lincoln cents were only supposed to come from Denver and San Francisco. So if you find one from 1968 without a mint mark? Houston, we have a money-making problem. Someone at the mint either had the Mondayest Monday ever or we've got a mysterious misstrike on our hands. Either way, it's rare. And in coin land, rare equals $. Now let's talk moolah. This coin isn't valuable because it's old. It's valuable because it shouldn't exist. One example, graded MS65 red, was reportedly offered a jaw-dropping $1.5 million at auction. That's right. For a penny. Literally. 1 cent. Before you flip your entire piggy bank onto the floor, a quick disclaimer. The market value depends on grade, color, and legit authentication. So don't start charging your neighbor rent if you find a rusty old penny. So story time. Last year, I thought I hit the jackpot. I found a 1968 penny with no visible mint mark and nearly fainted. I was texting my mom, my barber, even my ex. I sent it in for grading. Turns out, it was a Philly strike and totally normal. Still worth a couple bucks for the lesson, though. And a bruised ego. But hey, every collector's gotta take a few LS before they cash a big W, right? Okay, let's get practical. If you're serious about hunting this unicorn penny, here's what you need to do. Look for 1968 Lincoln pennies with NO mint mark. Check that it's not worn off. Authentic ones are usually in amazing condition. Get it authenticated. Use PCGS or NGC. Don't trust your cousin's coin expert opinion from Facebook. And lastly, keep calm. Coin collecting is a game of patience. And weirdly satisfying finger cramps. Also, if you do find one, DM me. I'll trade you my Honda. So whether you're coin roll hunting, raiding your grandpa's coin jar, or just hoping to get lucky at the laundromat, remember, the next time you find a 1968 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, take a second look. You might just be holding the copper lottery ticket of a lifetime. If you like this video, smash that like button like you're flattening a penny on train tracks. And hey, subscribe. Every week I drop tips, tricks, and coin collecting strategies that could turn your spare change into serious change. 1970 Lincoln penny, and it's worth $1.8 million. Yes, million with an M. I know what you're thinking. It's just a penny, bro. But this one? Oh, it's no ordinary copper circle. Nope. It's a holy grail in your pocket. Stick around because we're diving deep into what makes this 1970 penny so special, what to look for, and how you could literally become a millionaire. With 1 cent. Money mouth face alright, let's talk facts. The 1970 Lincoln cent was minted in Denver. The D stands for the Denver Mint. That part's normal. But the one that's worth $1.8 million? That baby has something special going on under the hood. There's a crazy rare error that happened during the minting process. We're talking about a transitional error, possibly involving the wrong metal planchet being used, like a leftover from a foreign coin batch, or even a silver penny-style composition. Basically, the coin was made with the wrong stuff, and that oopsie made it a unicorn. Only one known example has surfaced with these characteristics, which is why it's so valuable. Think of it like Pokemon cards. Everyone's got a Pikachu, but only one person has that mint condition, holographic Charizard that makes collectors foam at the mouth. This coin went from 1 cent to $1.8 million based on collector demand and rarity. That's not a typo. 1.8 million, and if you're wondering, who in their right mind would pay that much for a penny? Well, wealthy collectors love rare errors more than cats love cardboard boxes. It's a status thing. The 1970 mint mark under the date. A weight of about 3.11 grams. That's normal. But if yours is significantly heavier or lighter, ding ding ding. Something could be off. A different coloration, silver toned or off metal shine, and if it looks weird, don't clean it. Just get it authenticated by a pro. Trust me, if you try to polish it up thinking you're doing it a favor, you'll actually destroy its value faster than I destroy my diet on cheat day. Now, quick story. Back in college, I worked at a gas station. And one slow Tuesday afternoon, I was bored, counting change from the register. I found a super shiny 1970s penny and thought, "This looks different." My coworker said, "Dude, it's just a penny." But guess what? I took it home and checked it later. It was nothing special. But it got me into coin collecting. That one moment changed everything for me. I started learning about mint marks, die errors, and suddenly I was the weird guy at parties talking about coins. Which, by the way, is a great way to clear a room. Grinning face was wet, but hey, now I'm the weird guy helping you make money from coins. So who's laughing now? So, here's the deal. That 1970 Lincoln penny worth $1.8 million is one of a kind, for now. But history shows us that rare coins have a funny way of showing up in the most unexpected places. Penny jars, drive-through trays, your grandma's sewing kit.so. Check your change, people. You might just be holding on to a fortune. Backhand index pointing right. If you learned something today, smash that like button like it's a coin press. Collision bell, hop bell, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips, coin hunting strategies, and stories that could turn your pocket change into a payday. Also, drop a comment if you've ever found a weird coin, or think you might have a hidden gem. I read every single one. For real. 1979 Lincoln pennies, yeah, the ones you ignore at the bottom of your couch, is actually worth $1.40 million. Yep. You heard that right. And no, I'm not sleep deprived or running a scam from my grandma's basement. This is legit. So grab your coin jar, because we're about to go full treasure hunt mode. Okay, let's break it down. The 1979 Lincoln penny was part of the Memorial Reverse series. Same OL Honest Abe on the front, Lincoln Memorial on the back. Now, normally if a penny was made in Philadelphia, it wouldn't have a mint mark. But here's the kicker, some 1979 pennies with no mint mark were struck using a rare die error that gave them extra sharp details, a brilliant luster, and a slightly off-center strike. Those tiny weirdnesses? That's where the money's at. So how does a coin worth 1 cent end up auctioning for over $1 million? Well, one such rare 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln cent was discovered with what experts believe to be a combination of ultra-rare conditions, pristine condition, graded MS67 plus read by PCGS, rare double die obverse, and a misaligned die strike. Basically, it was the LeBron James of pennies. Ultra-rare, flawless, and worth every penny, pun 100% intended. A private collector dropped a whopping $1.4 million on it during a high-profile auction in 2022. And suddenly, everyone's raiding their change jars like pirates. Let me tell you a quick story. I once found a 1979 penny in an old shoebox while helping my uncle move. I got excited, no mint mark, shiny, and from 79. I was ready to call it my retirement fund. I rushed to a coin shop, heart racing like I just found a golden ticket. Turns out, it was worth, wait for it, about 2 cents. Because it was just a well-preserved regular penny. Still doubled my money though. That's a 100% return on investment, baby. Here's how to know if your 1979 penny might be worth big bucks. Sharp, doubled features on Liberty or Lincoln's face-off center strike or weird texture. Get it graded by PCGS or NGC? 100 points if you've got those features. You might be sitting on a retirement plan in your junk drawer. So before you toss that penny into the Met pile or feed it to a Coinstar machine, stop. Give it a good look. That 1 cent could be worth $1.4 million. And who knows? Next time you're at a gas station and get change, you might just hit the copper jackpot. Remember, coins are history in your hands. And sometimes, they're also your next vacation, your student loan payment, or your brand new Tesla. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on how to spot valuable coins, rare mint errors, and coin flipping, literally and financially, strategies, smash that subscribe button, give us a like, and comment below if you've ever found a cool coin. I want to hear your story. 1990 no mint mark Lincoln 1 cent, a coin that's worth a whopping $1.8 million. No, you didn't mishear me, million with an M. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's crack this mystery open. First off, why am I so pumped about a 1 cent coin from 1990? Well, because it's basically the unicorn of pennies. Most of us just toss pennies, right? I mean, I used to think the only use for pennies was to make my parking meter smile or to say thanks, but no thanks to the cashier when I had exact change. But this particular penny? It's the Beyoncé of coins, rare, valuable, and totally worth obsessing over. So, here's the scoop. Most pennies minted in 1990 have a mint mark, either a D for Denver or a P for Philadelphia. The mint mark tells you where the penny was made. But the 1990 no mint mark penny? It's a rare, mysterious outlier. Apparently, a few batches slipped out without that tiny letter stamp. And guess what? That no-mint mark quirk is what makes this coin insanely valuable. It's like the coin world's version of a limited edition. Looks normal, right? But this little guy is like the secret VIP in the coin club. Okay, so why would anyone pay $1.8 million for a penny? I know what you're thinking. It's just a penny. But here's the thing, rarity plus demand equals value. Collectible coins are like Pokemon cards or sneakers. The rarer, the better. Add in the condition, if it's pristine with no scratches, and boom! You've got a multi-million-dollar piece. Also, because it's so rare, collectors and investors are willing to pay big bucks. Think of it like finding a unicorn in your backyard, except this unicorn is tiny, coppery, and possibly under your couch cushions. Alright, confession time. I'm not quite a millionaire penny owner yet, but I did have a close call. A few years back, I found a weird penny while cleaning out an old drawer, no mint mark, shiny, and well, I thought maybe it was special. So, naturally, I rushed to show my grandma. She took one look and said, "That's just a regular penny, sweetie. Stop trying to make a buck off your couch change." But here's the kicker. I did take it to a coin shop, and it turns out, it was a collectible from the 70s, not millions, but worth a nice $20. Hey, $20 is better than zero, right? The point is, you never know until you check. So how do you spot this golden, copper, ticket? Look for pennies dated 1990 with no mint mark. They'll have Lincoln's face on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, but no letter D or P near the date. If you find one, do not toss it in your piggy bank or let your dog chew on it. Keep it safe. And maybe don't try to clean it yourself unless you want to reduce its value to, well, a regular penny. To wrap it up, the 1990 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is the ultimate example of how even the smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. Whether you're a serious collector or just someone who's about to check every penny in your couch cushions, remember, one tiny coin could make you a millionaire. Or, at the very least, make your friends jealous. If you like geeking out over this crazy penny story, smash that subscribe button. Hit the bell, too, because we're dropping more coin collecting tips, money-making strategies, and fun treasure hunts right here. Who knows? Maybe your next find will be the next $1 million penny. 2004 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, the coin that flipped the script on what a humble penny can be worth. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this little copper disc is making jaws drop, and maybe you'll spot your own $1 million penny in your pocket. Plus, I'll share a funny personal story about my own coin treasure hunt fail that'll make you feel right at home. Alright, first things first, what exactly is the 2004 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, and why on earth is it worth over $1 million? I mean, you can buy a pizza with a penny, but $1 million? That's some serious pepperoni. In 2004, the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln pennies at two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Usually, Philadelphia pennies have no mint mark, and Denver pennies have a little D stamped on them. But here's the kicker. In 2004, Philadelphia pennies were supposed to have a P mint mark to mark the 200th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. So, pennies without the P mint mark? They shouldn't exist, yet here we are. That means the no mint mark penny from 2004 is essentially a freak of nature, a mint error. And as with anything rare and wrong in the coin world, it gets collectors drooling. Okay, so you're probably thinking, cool, it's rare, but $1 million? That's nuts. The truth is, rarity plus demand equals some serious cash. Coin collectors are obsessed with mint errors. They're like the unicorns of coins. Since only a handful of these no-mint mark 2004 pennies exist, maybe even just a few, they are insanely rare. And when something's rare and tied to Lincoln, who's basically the rock star of pennies, collectors go wild. Plus, it has that whole missing mint mark story going on, which adds a mystery vibe. People love mystery, just ask Sherlock Holmes, or your neighbor with the missing Tupperware lids. If you want to be the next millionaire, or at least find a cool coin to brag about, here's what you look for: The penny looks exactly like a normal 2004 penny, except it's missing the mint mark right next to the date. That little spot should have a P for Philadelphia, but nope, it's just blank. Simple, but powerful. So, speaking of pennies, let me tell you about the time I thought I'd stumbled on a fortune. A few years ago, I found an old penny on the sidewalk, like, really old looking. I got all hyped up, thinking it was a rare coin, maybe worth enough to buy a new phone. I showed it to my buddy, who happens to collect coins, and he just laughed. He said, "That's a 1983 penny? Worth like 2 cents. Yeah, turns out, sometimes you find coins, and sometimes coins just find you to remind you to check your facts before you quit your day job." Back to our superstar penny. The 2004 no mint mark Lincoln 1 cent. The last known sale for one of these bad boys went for a whopping $1.6 million. That's right, million, with an M. If you think that's crazy, here's the takeaway. Always check your coins carefully, especially those odd ones that look off. You never know when a little penny might just change your life. So, there you have it. The 2004 no mint mark Lincoln penny, worth more than your car, your house, or maybe even your entire snack stash. Who knew a tiny copper disc could be such a big deal? If you found this story as fascinating as I did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and ring the bell so you never miss a tip on how to spot coins worth real money. And hey, drop a comment below if you've ever found a coin you thought was valuable, or if you just want to share your best coin fail story. We've all been there. 2013 no mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny, the unicorn of pennies. Stick around, because by the end, you might want to check your couch cushions or that jar full of pennies from your grandma's attic. Alright, so here's the deal. Most pennies you see are stamped with a mint mark. Usually a P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco. But this super rare penny? It has no mint mark, and that's exactly what makes it the holy grail for penny collectors. So what's so special about this 2013 penny with no mint mark? Well, the US Mint normally puts a P on all pennies starting from 2010. But in 2013, a tiny number of pennies accidentally got produced without that P. Nobody expected it, so these coins basically slipped through the cracks, like that one sock that mysteriously disappears in the laundry. Speaking of laundry, quick story time. A while back, I was digging through my old change jar, you know, the one that's basically a graveyard for loose coins, gum wrappers, and that one button I swear belonged to me. And guess what I found? A shiny penny without a mint mark. My heart skipped a beat. I ran to my coin book, checked online, and bam! Turns out, I'd found one of the rarest coins in existence. Now, I didn't get $1.8 million for it. Sadly, my coin turned out to be a replica. But that moment? Priceless. It made me realize how important it is to know what to look for. Okay, so why the crazy price tag? It all boils down to scarcity and demand. Only a few of these no mint mark pennies exist, like fewer than a dozen, some say. That makes them super rare, and rarity drives value, my friends. Collectors, investors, and even museums would love to get their hands on one. And remember, this isn't some ancient coin from the 1700s. This is a modern penny from 2013. It's like finding out your boring old car has a secret engine that turns it into a rocket ship overnight. Here's the good news: spotting one isn't rocket science. Grab a magnifying glass, or if you're fancy, just zoom in on a high-res photo on your phone. Check the area right under the date on the penny. If there's no P for Philadelphia, and the year is 2013, congrats, you might have just stumbled onto a jackpot. Just make sure it's not some trickster coin. Some scammers love making fake no mint mark pennies, so always get a professional appraisal. So, what's the market saying now? In 2025, experts estimate that a genuine 2013 no mint mark penny can fetch anywhere from hundreds of thousands to a staggering $1.8 million at auction. That's right, you could sell a single penny and retire early. Or at least buy a lifetime supply of coffee. Of course, price depends on condition, provenance, and if the auctioneer likes your smile. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 2013 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that's worth more than most of us make in a lifetime. It's a reminder to never underestimate the power hiding in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this little coin treasure hunt and want more tips on coins that might just make you rich, or strategies to spot hidden gems in your everyday change, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and join our treasure hunting crew. 2015 Lincoln cent with no mint mark could be worth a whopping $1.4 million? Sounds like a scam, right? But nope, it's 100% real, and today, I'm spilling the juicy details on how this humble penny became a millionaire's dream. Stick around, because you're about to get the ultimate penny for your thoughts story that might just change your coin collecting game forever. Alright, so before we dive in, let me set the scene. Normally, pennies are like that annoying relative you only see on holidays. You know they're there, but you don't really care. Most 2015 pennies? Worth exactly 1 cent. But this one? Total rock star. So what's so special about the 2015 Lincoln penny with no mint mark? First, a quick refresher. Coins minted in the US usually have a little letter on them. That's the mint mark showing where they were made. P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, etc. In 2015, something weird happened. A small batch of pennies got released without any mint mark at all, which was a big no-no, because the Philadelphia Mint had started putting the P mark on pennies in 2017. But for 2015, pennies from Philadelphia should not have had a mint mark, or should they? The mint's records and the actual coins didn't quite line up. Basically, these no mint mark pennies are like the secret VIP guests at a coin party. No badge, but definitely there and super rare. Now, here's where it gets crazy. One of these no mint mark 2015 pennies was authenticated and sold for around $1.4 million. Yeah, that's a million with an M. Why? Because collectors are wild about anomalies, coins with mistakes or rare features, and this penny is basically the unicorn of the coin world. It's a freak accident in minting that created something unbelievably rare and incredibly valuable. So, full disclosure, I once found a shiny penny in the couch cushions and got super excited, thinking I'd stumbled on a treasure. Spoiler alert, it was just a regular old 1999 penny. But the dream of finding a coin worth millions? That stuck with me. Imagine if I'd found a 2015 no mint mark penny instead. I'd be swimming in cash right now instead of swimming in my laundry basket. Here's the deal. Most 2015 pennies are worth 1 cent, but if you have the rare no mint mark variety, that's where the magic, and the money, happens. It's kind of like Pokemon cards. You want the rare shiny Charizard, not the boring old Pidgey. 2015 pennies usually have a D or P mint mark. No mint mark pennies are extremely rare. Possibly a minting error. 1 authenticated no mint mark penny sold for $1.40 million. Value depends heavily on condition. The shinier, the better. Always get your coins checked by a professional if you think you have something rare. So, if you're sorting through your pocket change and you find a 2015 penny that looks a little suspicious, like it's missing a mint mark, don't just toss it in the jar. It might just be your ticket to millionaire status. And hey, if you find one, send me a message. I promise I won't ask for a cut, well, maybe just a little one. If you love this wild penny story and want more tips on coins that could be worth serious money, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. I'll be dropping weekly videos on everything from coin spotting secrets to how to protect and grow your coin collection, plus some fun stories about the weirdest coins out there. Don't miss out. You might just find the next $1 million coin in your own pocket.